All right, and hello and welcome. So another video today from the Brookings Arts Council. As always, my name is Shelby Meyer, and today we are going to do a snowman drawing. So with February kind of coming and January coming to a close, it's kind of getting really cold outside. Some snow, some kind of fun things like that. Hopefully there'll be enough snow to make snowmen. Maybe some of you agree, maybe some of you don't. But I'll talk about supplies and then we'll get right into it. So today I have my piece of paper. As always, it's just kind of on my little clipboard here, so it's easy to kind of lift up and show you. I have some colored pencils here today. You can also use crayons or markers or even paint if your parents are okay with that. I have a pencil, and then I have kind of a big white eraser here in case I make a mistake. So most of you probably have an eraser on the bottom of your pencil, and that should be just fine. So we'll get right into it today, and I want you to look at your paper, and we're going to start by drawing that snowman's head. And so we want that head to be just about to the top, but not quite. So if you take your paper, I want it to be about right in the center. That would be considered about 2/3 of the way. So, or a third of the way down, or 2/3 up. So right there is where we're going to do that. So right above kind of where the center is, but not quite the tippy top. And you're going to draw a circle for that snowman's head. And mine is kind of drawn really lightly, so it might be kind of hard to see, but we got that right at about a third down of the paper. It's kind of hard to see, like I said. So the next thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna get our two kind of body pieces in, the next one. So our body, they don't completely sit on top of each other, so you don't have them like this. They kind of overlap, or I guess it would be this way. So the head is kind of on top. And so that means that we wanna start where that head is right here. We want to start in the middle. We want to start a little bit off, and we'll draw around and connect it to the head instead of back over to that other circle. So not a complete circle, but pretty close. I'll draw it and you'll kind of see. And we want it to be a little bit bigger than the head of our snowman. So that's what we got for that second one. See, as I said, it'll start right here and it ends over here. So that head of the snowman kind of goes down below. He doesn't have much of a neck. And then we're going to do the same with that bottom snowman piece. So his behind. And again, we want it to be just a little bit bigger, so it's nice and sturdy to hold those other two. So that's what we got. And again, the same thing as before. It'll start over here and end way over here. Instead of meeting back up, it would end in there. Okay, so we got kind of the base of our snowman here. I'm also going to draw kind of a landscape line behind him. And you guys can, if you wish. So right about halfway, I have kind of where my background's going to be. This would be snow, and this can be sky. You can draw it wherever you want, but he's really up close. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to get a hat on our snowman, because every snowman, I think, needs a hat. It's really kind of cold outside. We don't want him to be too chilly. And this time, I don't think I want to do like a top hat, because most snowmen kind of have top hats, and I want to show you how to draw kind of a stocking cap instead. And so that, we're going to look at our snowman's head, and about a third of the way down, so here's a top, we're going to make a little bit of a line, and we'll do it on the same on the other side, and then we're going to connect those lines in the middle, so it'll be the top of the hat on his forehead. So we're going to basically cut his head in half with that line, and then we're going to go out and we'll add lines on the side and make kind of the brim of the stocking cap. So we want it to be a little bit off of his head because it doesn't stick completely down solid. And we'll draw another one, so kind of like a headband across that snowman's face, like so. And then I want to extend the top of that hat just a little bit. And so I'm going to erase the top of that snowman's hat, or his head, excuse me. And I'm going to extend the hat up a little bit more. So that's what we got with the hat right there. I just made it a little bit taller so it's not so flat. And then I'm going to add a little ball on the end, a little pom-pom, which you guys can, or if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I'm going to draw a circle just right on top of that hat, and then I'm going to draw some lines kind of coming out of it because I want it to be a furry pom-pom. I don't want it to be just a regular pom-pom. All right, so we got our furry pom-pom on that snowman's hat, and then I'm going to draw 3 lines down just to show kind of the different sections of that hat as well. So we got our 3 lines. All right, So you got that hat right there. You can see it. Next, we're gonna add our snowman's face. So we're gonna do some eyes first, and so we're gonna add those pretty close to that where that hat starts, nice and circular. And if you guys see, this is my cat Neri, and she is paying us a visit. She's really intrigued by our snowman. I'll make sure she gets down so that you can see those snowman's eyes. And I'm just filling them in dark because we want them to be nice and dark, because as you probably know, you could use rocks or pieces of coal traditionally for those snowman's eyes. So I'll show you. So we got those snowman's eyes, really kind of dark, right in there. And the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna add a carrot nose. And so I'm gonna start by drawing a line in the middle of those eyes, just a little bit further down where a nose would be. So like that, that's the end of the carrot. And then I'm gonna draw the other two lines to make a triangle. And that'll be my carrot nose on this snowman. So like that. So we got a triangle on that snowman's face. And then I'm gonna draw some lines to kind of show the different segments of that carrot. And so I think I'll do 3 again. I like that number today. So that's our carrot nose. Next, I'm gonna do 3 buttons kind of down the middle of our snowman's body. Same as we did his eyes. We can fill them in as we go. Okay, those snowman's buttons. And then next, I'm gonna add him a little scarf. And so you're gonna draw another line underneath that snowman's head right there, kind of like a necklace. So we'll draw a line, kind of like we did the hat too. So now he kind of has that line right there. And then I'm gonna draw a couple pieces like that. So adding kind of a little circle, that's where the knot of the scarf will be, and then 2 dangly kind of scarf pieces right there. And so those are kind of just rectangles. And so like so, yep. So we got those 2 kind of scarf pieces there. And then I think the very last thing on our snowman is to add those arms. And so I'm gonna look, and my landscape line kind of looks like arms. So I'm gonna add them a little bit further up, and we'll draw a stick, and then we'll add branches, little smaller areas for those, because they're usually tree limbs, right? All right, so we got 1, and then I'll do the other one the same. Okay, so that's what we got for those snowman arms. And then if you want to add a sun in the background or trees or anything like that, you're sure welcome to, but I'm gonna kind of let you have artistic freedom for that background. But that's what I got for you today. We got our snowman drawing in. So that's all I got for you today. If you have questions, concerns, or suggestions, you can always reach out to the Brookings Arts Council through our Facebook or through email. But yeah, I hope you had fun, and you hope you have a good start to your week, and I'll see you next time.